Welcome to Scrooby Manor. Yes, it's a fine manor. Biggest house in the village. I was raised here, you know. My father was master of the post. We cooked for many important guests, like your good self, and watered their horses. Always thankful for a rest at Scrooby Manor they were, man and beast alike. I studied at Cambridge. You know Peterhouse? Oh, you don't. I met learned men and great thinkers there. I miss the intellectual life, the ideas, the debates, the speeches, and the arguments too. A young boy such as myself could only stand in awe at such esteemed men and try to learn from them. I worked for the Queen, you know. Yes, through God's marvellous providence, I met her secretary, Sir William Davison. Together we went to Amsterdam, a wondrous place, on the Queen's mission. There I saw that a man was free to attend whatever church he pleaseth. A revelation to an Englishman like me. Sir William was a good man, unfair, but he fell from the Queen's favour over the death of her cousin, Mary, the Scots Queen. Clapped in the tower he was, and I was left adrift and found myself back on that long, rough road to my father's house and my father's job. My book learning and travelling done. I have time aplenty to think on those Hollandish freedoms and my Cambridge wonders. Prithee, stay a while. A curious guest such as yourself is always a welcome visitor at my hearth, and we have much to discuss. Holland was good, for the most part. We were safe, we were settled, and so fraught was our journey from England that Mary said she could not face another journey. That voyage haunts me yet. Little did we know the dangers of setting sail. Aye, we found a ship sailing from Boston to Holland. We paid handsomely, but were betrayed by the master and his treacherous crew. Customs officers and catchpoles ransacked our goods and searched beneath our shirts, beyond that which modesty permits. Some of us were even thrown in prison. Undaunted, we tried again from the Humber, this time with a trusty Dutch merchant. An armed company pursued us, and we sailed in haste, leaving some of us behind. A fearful storm drove us near the coast of Norway, and we feared for our lives. These travails did not deter us, however, and by God's assistance we were reunited with our families in Amsterdam. Removed to the fair city of Leiden, we had a wise minister and guide in John Robinson. I spent many hours at our secret press, printing books to stir the hearts and souls of men. Leiden was a city of migrants, and we lived in peace with our neighbours. Alas, we could not still the quarrels in our own flock. I started to consider America. The truce with Catholic Spain was ending. The King's men still threatened us. Worst of all, our children were becoming, forsooth, Dutch. To cross a vast and wild ocean would be terrible indeed. Our earlier afflictions would be as flea bites to the hardships we might face. But in a pure and peopled part of this brave new world, we could thrive in God's care. And our children would be free from ungodly influences. Daily I sought the Lord for his direction. I busied myself to find a royal license. The king would be glad to put an ocean between us. I just needed to break the news to Mary.